Welcome back to Bike Extraction, the channel where we dig deep into the bikes that spark imagination and stir nostalgia. Today, we're diving into a name that makes vintage enthusiasts sit up and pay attention: the Suzuki GT550 Neo Classic 2026. It hasn't been officially announced, but the motorcycle world is buzzing about its possible revival. The GT550 was once a game-changer in the 1970s, and this rumored rebirth could be Suzuki's boldest entry yet into the growing neo-retro market. Picture yourself riding a machine that captures the unmistakable charm of the 70s, chrome glinting in the sun, a smooth, steady exhaust note, and styling that screams classic. Now add modern suspension, ride-by-wire throttle, and all the tech you'd expect on a 2026 model. That's what makes the idea of a GT550 revival so exciting. Could this be Suzuki's ace in the retro market? The original GT550, also known as the GT550 Indy, was a standout in Suzuki's lineup in the early 70s. It was a 543 cubic centimeters, two-stroke, three-cylinder motorcycle that came with Suzuki's Ram Air system, designed to cool the engine more effectively during long rides. At a time when motorcycles were either raw speed machines or simple commuters, the GT550 balanced performance with comfort, making it a go-to choice for riders who wanted a versatile road bike. Its reputation for smoothness and reliability turned it into a cult classic over the decades. Suzuki has been slow to dive into the retro scene compared to brands like Triumph or Yamaha, but that's changing. Their recent GSX-8T and GSX-8TT models show a clear intention: Suzuki wants to bring back its legendary names in modern form. Reviving the GT550 now would make perfect sense. Retro motorcycles are a booming market segment because they tap into nostalgia while appealing to a younger audience that craves unique, stylish rides. Based on concept art and speculative renderings, the GT550 Neo Classic might carry over the iconic teardrop fuel tank and minimalist bodywork of the original, with touches of chrome and polished aluminum for authenticity. The front could feature a large, round LED headlamp with subtle DRLs, while the tail section remains simple and compact. Suzuki would likely opt for wide handlebars, mid-set pegs, and a slightly upright stance, giving it a balance between classic looks and all-day comfort. Think old-school cafe racer vibes, but refined for touring and city riding. While we'd all love to see the return of a screaming two-stroke triple, emissions rules make that unlikely. Instead, Suzuki may borrow the 776 cubic centimeters parallel twin engine from the GSX-8T platform, detuned slightly for smoother power delivery. Expect around 75 to 85 horsepower and 45 to 50 lb-ft of torque, enough for spirited riding but still friendly for newer riders. The chassis would likely feature a steel trellis or tubular frame, paired with inverted forks and a monoshock rear for stability. This blend of classic styling with proven modern engineering would keep the bike lightweight yet capable of handling modern roads. Suzuki has made it clear they're no longer holding back on electronics. A GT550 Neo Classic would almost certainly include ride-by-wire throttle, traction control, multiple riding modes, ABS, and a bidirectional quickshifter. A full-color TFT dash with Bluetooth connectivity would be a given, allowing riders to sync navigation or manage calls. Expect LED lighting all around, USB-C charging ports, and modern conveniences that elevate it from a mere throwback to a highly functional everyday machine. If Suzuki follows its pricing strategy for the GSX-8 series, the GT550 Neo Classic could fall between $10,500 and $11,200. This would make it a direct competitor to the Yamaha XSR700, Kawasaki Z650RS, Triumph Trident 660, and Honda CB650R. Suzuki's edge would be its nostalgic branding. Bringing back the GT name would appeal to longtime fans, while the sharp styling and tech package would lure in a younger audience looking for something with personality and history. A GT550 revival wouldn't just be for collectors. This bike could become a top choice for riders who want one motorcycle that does it all: daily commuting, weekend canyon carving, and even light touring with some accessories. It would also appeal to custom builders, as neo-retro motorcycles often become a canvas for cafe racer and scrambler builds. Suzuki could capitalize on this by offering factory accessories like tail racks, bar end mirrors, and alternative seat options. The GT550 Neo Classic, if it becomes a reality, represents more than just another retro bike. It's Suzuki acknowledging its own history while stepping boldly into a competitive market. A successful revival would not only give Suzuki fans a reason to celebrate but also prove that heritage-inspired bikes can be just as advanced, safe, and capable as their modern naked or sport bike counterparts. For many riders, it would be a dream come true, a classic silhouette backed by cutting-edge engineering.